Good morning, everyone, and thank you and welcome. It's so wonderful to be here. My name is Josh Friday. I have the honor of serving as the Director of the Governor's Office of Service and Community Engagement, also as the Chief Service Officer for the state of California. And I'm so honored to be here today, joined by our incredible Mayor, Mayor Gloria, our Fire Chief, and most importantly, by our incredible California Service Corps members who are standing behind me proudly in uniform. And we're here today to talk about them, and we're here today to recruit for the next generation of the California Service Corps. And I love coming to San Diego. I love coming to San Diego, not only because I get to wear my Navy hat as a Navy veteran, where I did training and worked here in San Diego, but San Diego is the embodiment of a city of service. It's a city that is home to over 240,000 veterans here in this city. It is a city that has over 100,000 active duty members. It's a city where each year thousands of our veterans transition to civilian life and are welcomed warmly with open arms because of their leadership, their discipline, and their dedication to service. And it's also a city that has an unbelievable champion for service in Mayor Todd Gloria, someone who has championed service here locally, but also at the state level, who has created innovative programs, who has brought wind that has knocked down our signs, but keep us going, keep us on our toes. Let's hear it for Mayor Gloria for everything that he's done for our city. And we will not get knocked down, no matter what happens, no matter what we see from the federal government or what the elements bring us. We keep going here at the California Service Corps. And today we are announcing that we are recruiting over 10,000 paid positions throughout the state of California, hundreds of them here in San Diego alone. And we are looking for the next generation. We are looking for veterans and their spouses who are seeking their next mission in life. We're looking for students who need help paying for school. We're looking for young people who are eager to launch their career in important areas of education and environment and services for our city. And it's also why Governor Newsom announced last night a lawsuit against the administration for trying to dismantle AmeriCorps and the important resources that are coming to these communities. With the dismantling and the attempted dismantling of AmeriCorps, it's not about cutting bureaucracy. It's about cutting resources to these communities. It's about cutting jobs, and it's about cutting the opportunity that service gives us to bring people together. The contrast could not be clearer. While Washington, D.C. is firing, California and San Diego is hiring. And that's what we're about here today. These paid, purpose-driven roles provide a next step for our military members and their spouses to follow their next mission in a career of service. It's about creating a pathway to service in public education and climate and public safety. And just like our military's members, our California Service Corps members are answering the call to protect and support their communities. And through the Employ Empower program, which we're going to hear a lot about today, because it's a bright, shining example in the state of California. We have a cadet program where you're going to hear from one of our amazing alums that are supported by the California Service Corps, where young San Diegans are training to become the region's next generation of first responders. And today, those very cadets are now graduating and proudly serving in the San Diego Fire Rescue Department. So whether it's fighting fires, tutoring students, addressing hunger, or helping our homeless get off the streets, and building a more sustainable future for California, people in San Diego, part of the California Service Corps, are stepping up in such critical ways. And let me be clear, these are not just volunteers. These are our future workforce, our future first responders, our future teachers and educators, and our future climate leaders who are answering the call to serve. So today we're sending a very clear message between the governor and the mayor that California needs you. So step up, be one of the 10,000 service members who are making a difference in their community. Find an opportunity that works for you, whether you're making a career transition or you're a student looking to pay for school through our College Corps program, or you're looking to take on climate. find your opportunity. Go to caservicecorps.com today and be part of something special. And right before we ask our incredible mayor to come up and say a few words, as well as hear for some of our alum, algo para nuestras familias que hablan español. Hoy anunciamos que estamos reclutando más de 10,000 miembros de servicio pagado como parte de California Service Corps, con cientos oportunidades aquí en San Diego. California Service Corps ofrece a jóvenes y adultos la oportunidad de ganar dinero mientras ayudan a sus comunidades en educación, cambio climático, falta de seguridad alimentaria y más. Estos programas están abiertos a estudiantes universitarios y personas que no están en la escuela, con opciones de servicio de tiempo completo y parcial. California Service Corps también tiene puestos pagados para los veteranos y sus familias como un paso poderoso después del servicio militar y un camino hacia carreras en seguridad pública, educación y más. Los miembros están recibiendo experiencia profesional, conectándose con sus comunidades y construyendo carreras a través del servicio. Y para más información y para inscribirte, por favor, visita caservicecorps.com hoy. I now have the honor of introducing somebody who has made these programs possible, someone who has been not just an architect of Employer Empower here in San Diego, but was responsible as the leader of the Big 13 mayors for ensuring that these kinds of programs here in San Diego and throughout the state of California were sustainable and securing funding in the state capital, our mayor, Todd Gloria.
Thank you. We always want people to clean up after themselves in our public parks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Josh, thank you for the introduction, and good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate something that I believe is truly special, the incredible success of California's Youth Service Corps and San Diego's very own version of that program, Employ and Empower. Right off the top, I want to acknowledge that the success of this program is attributable to the incredible city staff that we have. Of course, the team out of our HR department led by Julie Rasco, who is here. Julie, thank you to you and the entire HR team for making this program so successful. And I want to tell you the buy-in across the city has been incredible. Department directors who've embraced this program to make sure that young people can find positions with meaning and that are meaningfully involved in the work of running the 8th largest city in the country. Two of our other department directors are here. Andy Field from our Park and Recreation Department. Andy, always great to see you. And of course, our fire chief, Rob Logan, is here. Chief Logan, great to have you here too. Between the three of them and our many other directors who are colleagues, we have made this program an incredible success. I look forward to telling you more about it. But I have to start by expressing gratitude to Governor Gavin Newsom, as well as his Chief Service Officer, Josh Friday, who we're so thrilled to have here in America's finest city. Welcome back, and you're always welcome in our proud Navy town. I appreciate what you have done to lead in creating the Youth Service Corps and then maintaining it against all of the other challenges that are going on in the world. California has made very clear that we're maintaining this commitment to growing the ranks of young people who want to be meaningfully involved in important public service work in their communities. When we launched Employ and Empower just a couple of years ago, the mission was extremely clear. Give young people a chance not only to earn a paycheck, that's very important, but also to discover their potential and to build skills and to expose them to a potential career in public service. And I can tell you here, a couple years after its creation, we are doing exactly that. Here in San Diego, we're building a future where no one is left behind. And thanks to the California Youth Service Corps, that future is now taking shape. Since July 2022, we've had almost 1,400 interns come through the Employ and Empower program, totaling more than 700,000 hours of service, and have upwards of $14 million worth of wages going into their pockets to support them as they attain education goals, as well as support themselves and their loved ones. But what's most exciting about Employ and Empower is that we've had 130 of the program's alumni transfer into full-time city employees. 14% of this program have become lifelong permanent members of our public service ranks here in San Diego, serving neighborhoods all across our community. I couldn't be prouder of that. These folks are now people who are doing things like fire recruits, lifeguards, library assistants, deputy city attorneys, and even council representatives working to support our legislative branch, just to name a few. I've had the honor of meeting several of these young people over the last couple of years who've gone through this program, and I tell you that their personal stories are extremely powerful. You're going to hear some in just a moment. And I want to share with San Diego, in addition to my duties as mayor, I see myself and think of myself as a missionary for public service. I think the work of public service is remarkable, and I'm grateful for everyone who chooses to spend their career in service to their community. And the fact that this program is helping us to create the future generation of public servants makes me extremely proud, and it makes me extremely confident that our future is bright here in San Diego, and because of the leadership of Governor Newsom, the entire state of California. I wanted you to know that we are not stopping on the success that we've had to date. Of course, we're announcing today that we're expanding this program to include eligibility for veterans and military spouses, a group that is very important to the people of San Diego. Many of us got our ticket to San Diego because of military service, whether directly or indirectly as the grandchild of 4 military service members. Last November, I signed an executive order to focus our city's collective efforts on hiring more veterans and military spouses. In San Diego, with our deep roots, or offering pathways to public service and community impact is yet another way that we can invite these important people in our community to become an even more important part of our community. As a proud Navy veteran, Josh Friday is a perfect example of what it means to go from military service to civilian service and to continue serving this great state. So in closing, I hope that the California Youth Service Corps program has become a national model for what it can be possible when we choose to invest in public service, and I love that the idea was founded here in California. I'm going to go on to continue to urge my partners at the state level to continue to fund this program, to make it permanent, to continue to expand it so that we can ensure that our youth have the opportunity to serve their communities in cities like San Diego and make them all a better place. With that, it gives me great pleasure to turn this podium over to one of our Employed and Empowered Program alumni members who is from our Fire Rescue Department. Please welcome, give him a big round of applause, everybody, Josh Garcia. Josh, come on. Go get him.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joshua Garcia, and I'm proud to be a firefighter serving the city I grew up in, San Diego Fire Rescue Department. I first off want to thank everyone for being here and the opportunity to share a bit about my journey and why programs like the Employed and Empowered Program and the Cadet Program are so important. During COVID, like many young people, I had a lot of free time on my hands to figure out what I really wanted to do with my career and my life. I saw firsthand how first responders showed up for their communities, even if it meant sacrificing or risking their lives and their safety for the people that live here in the city of San Diego. I knew I wanted to be a part of this type of career. This selflessness really stuck with me, and I wanted to just do this for the rest of my life. A close family friend told me about the City of San Diego's cadet program. I joined the cadet program and jumped on the opportunity immediately. I was a cadet for over 3 years. As a cadet, I got to experience what it was really like to be a firefighter firsthand. We trained, ran drills, did physical fitness, rode along for 24-hour shifts. I wasn't just observing at this point, I was eating, sleeping, training, even running calls alongside real crews. It felt as if I was a fifth member of the team. I knew I had found the right career and the right community I was looking for. I'm also proud to be the first firefighter in my family, which is a huge source of pride for my loved ones and for myself. It means everything to be able to help out and give back to the very community that raised me. But I want to be honest, becoming a firefighter is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, schooling, preparation, and dedication. The cadet program is an incredible first step, but it's just one part of the bigger journey. I had to go to school, become an EMT, take multiple written and oral exams, sit through multiple rounds of interviews. But thanks to this program, I was able to do this, and I was one step ahead. I went to Miramar Community College, where I got my associate's degree in fire science, earned my EMT certification, and went through Miramar's Fire Academy. While doing all this, I was working part-time as an EMT and a TA for Miramar College. And I kept volunteering through the cadet program, just like many of these young cadets here, and volunteering as a firefighter for San Miguel Fire. Being compensated through the Employed and Empowered internship program helped me manage financially, which made a huge impact and difference. I was only able to accomplish all these things because I was getting compensated and was able to focus everything on my career path. Now, a year into this career, having the opportunity to serve the exact neighborhood I grew up in is fulfilling. And I could say with full confidence this program works. A lot of my fellow cadets we've been working together. They're some of my close friends and some of the cadets I trained with. We basically grew up in this field together. That kind of bond, that kind of impact is rare. So if you're someone who knows you want to be a firefighter, or even if you're just considering other jobs, I encourage you to join the cadet program and other programs like this because it gives you a real experience, real mentorship, and a real path forward. Thank you again for letting me share my story, and I hope many more young people get the same chance that I did. Thank you.
Joshua demonstrates in such a powerful way. When we invest in service, we invest in not only changing lives, but in making our communities safer and stronger. And these Service Corps members represent the absolute best of our community. And now I have a chance to introduce another one, Michelle Barriga, who is a College Corps Fellow at the University of California, San Diego. She is in her third year of College Corps, doing really important work in our local classrooms, where she has discovered her passion for education and policy that you're going to hear about. And she has taken that passion to Sacramento, representing this community in such an incredible way, where I got to meet her recently in Sacramento, and it gives me much pride to introduce Michelle. Michelle.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Barriga. I'm a fourth year student at UC San Diego, and I am currently completing my third year of service as a College Corps Fellow. Being a part of College Corps has been the most impactful part of my college experience. I have gained lessons, experiences, and relationships I will use for motivation as I pursue a career in public service, a commitment I have made after experiencing the fulfillment of engaging in public service through College Corps. The experience sustained my passion for public service by reminding me of the dire need for service, empathetic leadership, and change in my community. College Corps provided me the opportunity to flourish as a change maker, leader, and educator. The opportunities for growth and exploration are made possible by a supportive community and a mission driven by equity and service. When I began my first year as a fellow, I was unsure about the career path I wanted to pursue. My major was undeclared, and I knew I needed to take steps to figure out what I wanted to do for a career. College Corps was that first step for me. I thought I could maybe see myself being a teacher, but I had never had experience in the classroom as an educator. College Corps was a window to gaining hands-on classroom experience while being proactive to my community's needs. For my first year, I was placed at a Title I elementary school as a teacher's aide and tutor in a dual language immersion classroom. Prior to entering the classroom, I was daunted by the systemic educational inequities and within the system. But the interactions and connections I made with students left me optimistic and energized to pursue teaching. The joy a student expressed when I walked into the room, or the joy I felt upon seeing a student gain confidence and improve in their reading skills, helped me realize change was possible, even if in small ways. My second year as a fellow, I was placed at the Basic Needs Center at UCSC, working with the Food Recovery Network program to reduce food waste by diverting donated foods to students, my peers, experiencing food insecurity. We pick up donations from grocery stores, food that would otherwise be discarded, and hold distributions on campus, which amount to distributions with long lines. Having previously been placed at an elementary school and now serving in higher education, there was a commonality of responding to students' needs and increasing access to resources. My current site placement is a local nonprofit called First Gen Scholars. As an advising fellow, I support first gen and low-income students in San Diego with the college process, from providing feedback on application essays to compiling and sharing helpful resources. From my 3 different sites, all in different sectors of education, I supported students while learning alongside them, which led me to realize my passion of advancing education equity by empowering students to pursue their passions. I also gained insight on my own academic journey through service. I am now double majoring in political science and education with a minor in public service. After graduating, I will continue my work in public service. Whether through teaching, public policy, or law, I will use the lessons and experience I have gained as a College Corps Fellow to address inequities and show up for my community. I have realized that I won't be able to solve every issue in our education system overnight, but I can show up every day and make at least one student's experience better. And that is worth the work. That is the work from fellows and teachers everywhere that will help us solve the issues our students are facing. So let's go do the work. Thank you.
I love that. So in addition to Employ and Empower, which is now hiring 14% of its alums into the city workforce, and College Corps, which is now providing debt-free pathways for thousands of students across California, including hundreds here in San Diego. California also created the country's first statewide Climate Corps program to empower the next generation to take climate action, which is now spread to several other states. And here representing Climate Action Corps is Adrian, who is a fellow with Tree San Diego, and he has supported efforts to grow a healthier and more sustainable urban forest by helping plant and care for trees throughout this region, something that we value very much here in San Diego. And he's also a team lead with the California Climate Action Corps, supporting a variety of local San Diego climate leaders to find their own path. My pleasure to introduce Adrian.
Buenos días. Hola familia, ¿cómo están? My name is Adrian Demirez. I'm originally from Texas. And I'm currently serving as a team leader for the California Climate Action Corps. I'm proud to be a Latino leader, standing alongside others who care deeply about protecting our environment and uplifting our communities, especially here in San Diego, a place that reminds me so much of my home. I joined the California Climate Action Corps in September 2024, and in just a few short months, it's already changed my life. I signed up because I wanted to create real change, real tangible, visible change, not just for the planet, but for my people. As a Latino who didn't take the traditional path into environmental work, this program gave me a way in, a pathway. I didn't need a degree in environmental science, just the heart to serve and the willingness to learn. And for me, it's more than just a service term. It's a stepping stone toward something bigger. I'm working toward a career in project management within civil engineering, and this program has given me a solid foundation. Excuse me. I've built essential skills like planning, leadership, and collaboration, all the tools I'll use to lead projects that benefit both people and the planet. During my first term, I served with Tree San Diego, shout out Tree San Diego, an organization expanding urban tree canopy in underserved communities. I focus on neighborhoods and schools across San Diego Unified School District, especially where green space is limited. One of my proudest moments is helping create a STEAM garden at Webster Elementary School. Shout out Webster. It's now a space where students connect with nature, explore science hands-on, and simply enjoy being outside. That garden became a place of joy, education, and inspiration. Now in my second term as a team leader, I support and mentor other fellows during doing similar work. I've seen how one tree can create ripples, offering shade, clean air, and hope for future generations. This program has changed my life professionally, personally, and financially. I've found confidence in my voice and trust in my leadership. I've gained real-world experience in project management, event coordination, and community outreach, skills I'll carry on in my life. Financially, the consistent paycheck every 2 weeks lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. It's allowed me to serve with focus and a peace of mind. At the end of the term, I'll receive about $10,000 in education awards that will support my pay for college or student loans. That kind of support is life-changing. One of my favorite memories is the statewide retreat in Big Bear. It snowed the whole time. As someone who has never seen snow before, it was magical. We shared stories, built friendships, and reminded each other why this work matters. And I'll never forget the students at Webster Elementary. Seeing their faces light up as they planted trees or learned about nature, that's the kind of impact that sticks with you. For me, the most meaningful part of this journey has been realizing that my culture, my language, and my background aren't barriers. They're strengths. I'm not just a volunteer, I'm a representative of my community. I want young Latinos to look at me and say, that could be me. Because this work isn't just about the environment, it's about justice, visibility, and building a better future for all of us. Looking ahead, I plan to continue working on public service, community development, and environmental justice. As I pursue my bachelor's in civil engineering, my dream is to design sustainable homes and build self-sufficient communities, powered by renewable energy, surrounded by gardens, and rooted in green practices. This program has prepared me for that future. It's taught me to lead with empathy, organize with purpose, and bring people together with shared goals. Now more than ever, we need leaders to rise from every background. In today's climate, social, political, environmental, we must unite and take action for our communities. The California Climate Action Corps gives us that chance. It teaches real skills, project management, event planning, and leadership. It connects us to a community of people who care, and yes, it pays every 2 weeks. Plus, the Education Award is a real investment in your future. So here's my message to you. Whether you're young, older, LGBTQ+, this program is for you. It's here for all of us. Let's build something together. Let's make a difference for ourselves, our children, and our grandchildren. Apply today. Be a part of this change. We need you. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for sharing how this program has changed your life and also how you're changing this community. And also reminding us that this experience is such a critical next step in your career, which is why we will not be deterred. We will not be deterred by a little San Diego rain, and we will not be deterred by DOJ trying to dismantle AmeriCorps, because we believe so deeply in the power of service. And it's why here in California, we are doubling down on service. And we are now recruiting over 10,000 paid positions in this state for Adrian's and Joshua's and Michelle's to be the next generation of our workforce, our teachers, our first responders, our leaders. And if you want to be like them and make an impact like they are, and also start your career and get paid changing the world, please go to caservicecorps.com today. And like Michelle told us, let's now get to work. Thank you all.